He was the most outstanding police officer in the Hong Kong Police Serious Crime Unit, but he was often criticized by his superiors. It was because he was eager to catch the thief and he was too heavy-handed. He would injure the criminals every time he handled a case, and some of them would even be killed by him, which led to the headquarters receiving frequent complaints from the masses. This made the superiors of the Serious Crime Unit very dissatisfied. So after each case was completed, they would immediately find Ma Jun to give him a lecture, hoping that this would change his way of handling cases. Seeing that Ma Jun did not realize his mistake, his superiors did not want to waste their words, so they directly demoted him and sent him to be a drummer in a band. The three brothers who had lived in a Vietnamese refugee camp since childhood, after they smuggled into Hong Kong, they became the leading gangsters with their shrewd minds and personal skills. The boss, Jago, was fierce and brutal. He would do anything to achieve his goals, and he danced a dance song enchantingly. If someone steals his dancing partner, he will pretend nothing happened and return to his seat. First pour out the red wine, then light a cigar, and then pick up the bottle and smash it on the other person. The second brother, Tony, is calm and cautious. All the criminal actions are planned by him, and even the negotiations with the boss are his responsibility. Moreover, Tony is born with supernatural power. He can kill the other person with one punch. The third brother, Hu, is simple-minded, but his fighting power is extremely strong. When the mobile phone fell into the toilet, he smashed the toilet with one punch. He is an obedient and loyal younger brother. Although the three have completely different personalities, they have one thing in common. That is, they are extremely arrogant and cruel. In order to bring the three of them to justice, the police sent undercover Xing to infiltrate the inside, and then catch them all in one fell swoop. Originally, the three brothers had been helping brother Shan transport flour to Vietnam, but this time, after they received the payment, they embezzled the money. At this time, Xing suddenly felt a strong, murderous aura, so he hurried to tell brother Jago. It turned out that after brother Shan learned that the three brothers had embezzled the payment, he led his men to the stadium to settle accounts with them. Unexpectedly, when Tony arrived at the scene, he did not say a word and directly picked up a chair and smashed it, then rushed into the crowd, quickly knocked down several brothers, and then kicked brother Shan with a powerful force. The other two brothers were not idle at this time. The eldest brother used the club in his hand to output crazily, and the third brother was responsible for dealing with the other brothers. In a short while, all of brother Shan's men were knocked to the ground. Seeing that the three brothers were all ruthless, brother Shan, who fell to the ground, instantly lost his temper. After Shan Gi was bullied by them, he invited several big men in the underworld to come forward to solve the matter. But Tony didn't take them seriously at all and warned the big men not to meddle in other people's business. It turned out that the three brothers had been prepared for this. The eldest brother took Xing to block the school gate in advance, threatening the lives of their wives and children. In order to ensure the safety of their families, the big men had to talk to their phones again, saying that they would no longer interfere in the matter between them and Shan Ge. But in order to test Xing's loyalty, Jago directly ordered him to hit him. Xing knew Jago's purpose very well, and he didn't really want to kill the mother and son, so he turned the steering wheel sharply after driving to the corner. Jago was very satisfied with Xing's performance. Tony didn't give up on Shan Ge, and he decided to get rid of him, so he sent Hu to take Xing to block the entrance of the parking lot. Shan Ge was still unaware of this. He was preparing to take his wife and children out for an outing. When he was about to swipe the access card, he was chopped on the arm by Hu, who suddenly appeared. Although Shan Ge was seriously injured, he still endured the pain, held the machete tightly, and then urged his wife and children to flee the scene quickly. Although Shan Ge never let go, Hu wrapped the rope and twisted it hard, directly crippled Shan Ge's hands, and then he got into the car and fought wildly. And Xing, who was responsible for keeping watch outside, saw everything that happened in the car. His brows instantly became furrowed, because he knew, if he didn't stop it in time, Shan Ge would definitely die this time, not to mention how he, as a policeman, could not stand idly by. So Xing decisively drove the car and hit it, but in order to avoid being exposed as an undercover, he deliberately made an excuse that the police appeared. As expected, when Hu heard that there was a policeman, he hurried to get in the car, so Shan Ge also saved his life. However, after escaping death this time, he knew that Tony's three brothers would definitely not give up. So when facing the police officer's questioning, he decisively chose to be a tainted witness and was willing to provide all the evidence of the three brothers' crimes. And Xing was very happy after receiving the news. So Ma Jun once again changed from a drummer to a policeman. Today is the birthday of the three brothers' mother, so Ma Jun immediately took action to arrest them. When Tony saw that the time had come but no one came to celebrate his birthday, he realized that something was wrong. After realizing that something was wrong, Jago turned his head to look at Tony, and Tony immediately responded. So the two hurriedly went to the side to discuss countermeasures, and the undercover Xing could only stare at the mirror, observing the three brothers' every move. He was just about to take out his cell phone from his pocket to notify Ma Jun, but was interrupted by Hu. So the three brothers started to act separately, with Jago taking his mother away first, and Tony was responsible for taking people to the warehouse to get the money. When Ma Jun arrived at the hotel, the three brothers were nowhere to be seen, leaving only two waiters lying on the ground. However, Ma Jun quickly searched for their ID cards, so he ordered his men to investigate the license plate numbers of the two. At the same time, when Tony and his men arrived at the warehouse, but when Tony opened the safe, looking at the countless banknotes neatly arranged, Xing was stunned for a moment. Xing, who reacted, hurried forward to help. When all the money was packed and ready to leave, Xing returned the same way on the pretext of locking the door, and then he told Ma Jun about their escape. But when Xing came outside to meet the two, he found that Tony was staring at him, and it was obvious that his undercover identity had been exposed. But Xing still forced himself to smile and walked in front of Tony. Although Tony did not reveal his identity on the spot, he still asked Xing to sit in the back seat. After driving for a while, Tony asked Xing for his phone number. Even though Xing was very reluctant, he had no choice. At the same time, the police quickly locked the car driven by Jago based on the license plate number they found, and the two sides started a chase. However, under the heavy siege of the police, he was forced to a place where he could not escape, so Jago was arrested on the spot. Tony on the other side dialed the first number on the phone based on the call records. However, Ma Jun did not speak, and Tony remained silent. But the more this happened, the more dangerous it was. At this time, Xing was extremely nervous. Finally, Tony broke this situation. Seeing that his identity was exposed, Xing decisively chose to jump out of the car and escape. But Tony would never let Xing go easily. He turned the car around quickly, stepped on the accelerator, and knocked Xing off the road. Then he rolled down the hillside to the ground and fainted on the spot. Fortunately, he was found by several night riders passing by and was sent to the hospital for emergency treatment in time. Soon the day of the trial came, but in the face of sufficient evidence of the crime, Brother Jia refused to admit it because the most powerful accusation at that time was the witness, so the case would be postponed for trial. 3 months passed in a flash, and Xing's injuries obviously improved under the careful care of his girlfriend. Brother Jia on the other side was still fearless, because he knew that his two brothers would definitely get rid of all the witnesses before the trial. After Tony and Hu bought a large number of guns and ammunition outside, they returned to Hong Kong again. The first target was Shan, who had just been discharged from the hospital. Hu picked up a hammer weighing hundreds of pounds and beat Shan to death in the shelf. Next came several gangsters. One was beaten to death in the warehouse, and the other was ambushed by Hu as soon as he walked to the parking lot. Now there was only Xing as the only witness. It happened to be his birthday today, and all his colleagues in the police station came to congratulate him. And Tony was not idle either. He asked his men to make a remote-controlled bomb, and then hid it in the roast chicken. Then his younger brother disguised himself as a delivery man to deliver the food to the door. Since the roast chicken was ordered by Xing's girlfriend, no one suspected anything. At this time, the younger brother had already run to a safe place, but when he was about to press the remote control to detonate the bomb, he found that there was no signal in the corridor. He had no choice but to return the same way again. At this time, the police officer felt that the roast chicken was a little cold, so he planned to heat it up. When he put the roast chicken into the microwave to heat it, his younger brother had just run to the rooftop and pressed the remote control. With a huge explosion, the powerful impact knocked everyone out. When the explosion was over, the house had become a ruin, and the police officer closest to the explosion died on the spot. At this time, Xing couldn't believe his eyes. He rushed his girlfriend to the hospital as quickly as possible. Fortunately, the rescue was timely, and no one was hurt. After this incident, Ma Jun realized that Tony would definitely do it again. Little did he know, Hu had already sneaked into the hospital disguised as a cleaner. When Xing limped to the elevator entrance, Ma Jun immediately stopped him, in case Hu had a chance to shoot Xing. So the two of them had a fierce fight in the small elevator. Seeing that the elevator door was about to close, the female police officer decisively rushed in to assist Ma Jun. However, because the two were fighting and swaying, the female police officer was unable to aim at the target, and she was shot by Ah Hu. Unexpectedly, the elevator door just opened at this time. Ma Jun wanted to shoot to stop him, but he let Ah Hu escape. He chased him without hesitation. Unexpectedly, Ah Hu was agile and could easily climb over the fence, and Ma Jun followed closely behind. Seeing Ma Jun chasing him relentlessly, Ah Hu wanted to create obstacles to stop him, but Ma Jun easily crossed over with the help of the iron gate. Then he chased to a roadside stall. Ah Hu quickly overturned the round table to stop him, and Ma Jun turned around and kicked it sideways in the air. At this time, the crowd was in a panic, and Ah Hu took the opportunity to hold a girl hostage. In order to rescue the hostages, Ma Jun had to throw away his weapon. Unexpectedly, Ah Hu was so inhumane that he threw the girl directly onto the road outside. When Ma Jun came out to check, the girl was lying on the ground and had completely stopped breathing. Seeing that Ma Jun had no weapons, Ah Hu had no scruples. He stepped forward and kicked at the table. While Ma Jun was dodging, he counterattacked with 2 heavy punches and immediately kicked and kneed. Ah Hu could only lean over to block with all his strength, and Ma Jun seized the opportunity to punch and attack continuously. However, under such a fierce attack, Ah Hu had no power to fight back, so he had to push forward desperately. After stopping his retreat, Ma Jun immediately kicked and kneed with his right leg. When the two sides adjusted slightly and fought again, Ma Jun's fists attacked Ah Hu like a storm. Then Ma Jun seized the opportunity, hugged the opponent's waist, and directly did a beautiful backflip. Soon, Ah Hu also completely lost the ability to resist. In the end, Ma Jun beat him to death with his bare hands. When Ma Jun returned to the ward again, he found that Ah Sheng and his girlfriend were gone. It turned out that when Ma Jun and Ah Hu were fighting, Tony sent his younger brother to kidnap Qiu Ti. Tony had only one purpose for arresting people, which was to make Ah Sheng appear in court to give false testimony. It happened that today was the day when Jago's trial was held. Just as Ah Sheng was on his way to the court, Ma Jun called him. Because he knew that Ah Sheng would definitely agree to Tony's request in order to save his girlfriend. It was obvious that Ah Sheng would not listen at all. The court had already started. When the presiding judge asked Ah Sheng to provide evidence, Ah Sheng claimed that he had lost his memory and said that he did not remember anything. In this way, due to insufficient evidence, Jago was acquitted, released on the spot. But he didn't know that it ignited Ma Jun's anger again. Just as Jago was laughing wildly, Ma Jun immediately rushed up, picked him up, and then slammed him heavily on the guardrail. He was soon completely subdued by Ma Jun. Tony, who hung up the phone, was full of murderous intent. He immediately picked up a chair and slapped Ah Sheng madly. He could only vent his anger in this way. Soon, Ah Sheng was beaten to a bloody mess. At this time, Ma Jun had already brought Jago to Nanshengwei. Since this operation itself was an illegal operation, he could only break into this dragon's den alone. And Tony had been waiting here for a long time. After Ma Jun came ashore, he was in a situation where the enemy was outnumbered. The untrustworthy Tony fired several shots at Ah Sheng, and Ma Jun immediately retaliated. He shot off Jago's ear with one shot. Seeing that the other party was completely out of control, Ma Jun decisively fired, quickly dealt with the 2 younger brothers, then took Jago hostage and broke through the iron sheet of the warehouse, and then kicked him out of the door. But after Jago got up and took the gun and ammunition, he aimed at the warehouse and fired wildly. Ma Jun took advantage of the gap when they were changing ammunition, quickly picked up the sniper rifle on the ground, and then ran to find a favorable geographical location. He then fled to a lush bush, and when Tony arrived, he had already lost his trace. Jago immediately climbed up the wooden stake and occupied the highest point. Seeing that Ma Jun was about to have no way to escape, at the critical moment, Ah Sheng drove the car back, and he hit Jago, who was shooting wildly. The powerful impact directly knocked him away, and Ma Jun seized the opportunity to shoot, and the bullet accurately hit Jago's vitals, and he completely stopped breathing after landing. After Tony and Ma Jun fired at each other, the bullets in the gun were quickly used up, so he had to run towards the house where the ammunition was stored. At the moment when Tony loaded the magazine, Ma Jun had already pointed the gun at his head. Unexpectedly, when he was about to shoot him, he found that there was no bullet in the gun, so he had to use the sniper rifle to knock out the opponent's pistol, and Tony immediately fought back and used a high sweep of his right leg, and then a combination of swinging punches and hooks. Tony stepped out of the window and followed quickly, and then he punched again, and punched Ma Jun below continuously. Ma Jun bent his arms to defend, and used his legs to break the distance. Ma Jun grabbed Tony's arm and collar, and then clamped Tony's neck with his legs. But Tony was born with supernatural power. He was able to lift Ma Jun high up and tried to break free from the triangle choke with a bomb throw. In the end, the two of them fell down together. After a slight adjustment, both sides set up their positions again. Tony attacked first. Ma Jun counterattacked with a high sweep kick, and it was hard to tell who would win for a while. Feeling bad, Tony immediately turned around and kicked sideways, followed by a flying kick in the air. Ma Jun seized the opportunity when retreating. He raised his knee to hit and immediately followed with a knee strike with a tendon, and then kicked off the ground and kicked. Unexpectedly, Tony chose to fight hard. After he repelled Ma Jun, he kicked him several meters away. Ma Jun, who was seriously injured, immediately had a nosebleed. A kick came, and after Ma Jun dodged Tony's attack, he hugged his waist and threw Tony over his shoulder. Ma Jun gradually regained his feeling. He quickly kicked forward while Tony was panting, and then Ma Jun threw a punch and immediately turned and swung his leg. The two of them began to fight with each other, using a fighting style of exchanging injuries for injuries, and then Ma Jun took advantage of Tony's arm bending to block and threw a powerful flat hook to the head. Tony made a slight adjustment and counterattacked, and Ma Jun took the opportunity to clamp the opponent's legs and knocked him down. Ma Jun saw this and pulled the opponent's heels hard, which is a killer move in jiu-jitsu. But Tony quickly kicked Ma Jun's thigh with his left foot, and Ma Jun avoided the attack and quickly hugged him, and with a move, he was thrown to the ground with a powerful move. Ma Jun immediately flew forward and knocked Tony to the ground with his legs on his neck. Tony barely got up, but at this time he had no strength to fight anymore. Then it was a one-sided crushing. Ma Jun could have strangled Tony to death, but he didn't do so, and wanted Tony to be punished by law.